We can create a chart based on the table data. Let's do this now. We will place the table cursor in any cell of the table and go to the Insert tab. We can select any of the suggested chart types in the Charts panel, but I will click on Recommended Charts. The types of charts that Excel considers most relevant for visualizing our data will be listed. However, we can view the list of all available charts in the program on the second tab of this window. For now, the type of the chart is not particularly important for us, so I suggest we go to the Column section and select one of the options. The chart will be inserted into the central part of the sheet. The Excel worksheet has an invisible layer where charts, images, and other objects are displayed. The chart is not directly tied to the cells of the sheet. This means that we can grab the chart with the mouse by its border and move it anywhere on the sheet. We can also change the size of the chart using special markers located on the edges. We have to select a chart to be able to change its appearance. The contextual tab's chart design and format will appear. We can change the layout of the chart in the Chart Design tab. We can use the Quick Layout list, which presents pre-made templates, and also specify the arrangement of individual chart elements. Additionally, we can select one of the pre-made styles and then adjust its color scheme. If the selected type of chart does not suit you, it can always be changed by selecting an appropriate one from the already familiar window. I think a line chart would be more appropriate in our case. For more fine-tuning of individual chart elements, you should refer to the Contextual Format tab. Here you can select and finely adjust individual areas of the chart. There are many settings, and we will talk in detail about creating charts later in a specialized course. For now, let's deal with the general techniques for building charts. When looking at the chart, we see that it drops down, although it shouldn't. The reason is that the chart was built using all the values of the table, including the last row, income, which should not have been included in the chart. If you select a chart, the ranges involved in its construction are highlighted in the table with different colored borders. Since the last row income should not be used in building the chart, it should be excluded. This can be done by changing the range of selected cells in the table using the mouse. We will drag one of the borders above by one row using the fill handle. Now the last value of the table is not taken into account, and the growth chart of the deposit looks as it should. Well, the report is ready, and all that's left is to print it out. Excel is very sensitive to selected objects, so if a chart or some other object is selected on the sheet, only the selected area will be printed. Let's verify this. Click on the File menu located in the upper left corner of the program window. This is not a tab, but a menu. With it, we can open previously created documents, save, resave, and also print them. Go to the Print section, and in the Preview window, we see only the chart. Let's return to the sheet and press the Escape key to remove the selection from any objects on the sheet. We will go back to the File menu and refer to the Print section. In the Preview area, we see that the chart does not fully fit on the sheet. So, how do we know what changes need to be made to the objects and data in the spreadsheet that they fully fit on the sheet of paper after printing? Firstly, after accessing the Print section, dashed lines appeared on the sheet. They are visually showing the boundaries of the page. Secondly, at the bottom of the program window, there is an area called the status bar. This bar displays some information about the document currently open in the program. Also, on the right side of the status bar, there are tools that allow you to change the document's display in the program. For example, we can change the zoom level of the document, but right now we will be interested in the Page Layout button. In this mode, it shows how the document we created will be placed on an A4 page. This is very convenient, as we can immediately correct any inaccuracies or change the position of objects so that they look better in printed form. In our case, it is evident that the chart did not fit on one page and was partially moved to the second page. Of course, we can reduce the size of the chart, but it is better to change the page orientation to landscape. Let's go to the Page Layout tab and select Landscape from the Orientation drop-down menu. Then we can adjust the size and position of the chart on the sheet. The document is ready for printing. We go to the corresponding section of the File menu and select the printer that is connected to the computer. We will make sure that the document is displayed as desired in the Preview window and click the Print button. Now we need to save our work. Excel automatically saves the document every 10 minutes. If something happens to the program or computer during work, the next time Excel starts, it will offer to open the auto-saved copy of your document. However, it is still better not to rely on the program and not forget to save, both at the beginning of document creation and during the work process. So, in the File menu, we will select the Save option. Then specify the location on the disk where our workbook will be saved and enter its name. Congratulations! We have just finished working on our first Excel document and, along the way, mastered some very important principles that we will apply in the future. Before we start working on the next document, I would like to give you some tips that will allow you to spend minimal time creating your spreadsheets, and this will be discussed in the next video.